And we're live. Someday I'll be popular like Jenna Marbles, and somebody will put together all of my live stream faces, and it's my dream in life to have someone actually care enough to go through all my live streams and put together those faces as I'm waiting for the live stream to start. They're stupider every time I do them. I don't know what my problem is. I'm an idiot. Okay.
Do like a collage.
Well, they make videos of everything that, like, every time somebody says something, if they're really into them, or things like it's just people obsessively cut up videos. Yeah, they're crazy. People are crazy for them. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and introduce ourselves. And I don't know why it's not alphabetical this evening, because it's because your first name is Author on there. That's why.
Yeah, whole system.
Yeah, that it messes up my system. We're gonna go alphabetical by your YouTube names then. Ha ha ha. Hello to Aphrodite and Spencer. Welcome, welcome. I'm full of shit this evening, you guys, and I'm real sorry in advance. So we're gonna go ahead and start with.
Not. That's a lie.
We're gonna start with Danny. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hey, what's up? I'm Author DL Tillery. Everyone calls me Danny because I'm told I'm a tomboy, but whatever to that. I have my YouTube channel. I think Sarah has my links below, whatever, in my author website. I am a paranormal, romance, horror, blah, 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 fantasy writer. So I do a whole bunch of stuff all across all the genres because I have to always mix it up. That's just my life. Mixed girl, mixed background, mixed books, mixed life. So yeah, check me.
Word. All right, CJ.
I'm CJ Bloyer. I write young adult fantasy fiction and occasionally I dabble in others. And yeah, my links are down below as well.
All right. And Dana?
My name is Dana Gollin. I'm an adult fantasy romance author because I can't dabble in too much stuff. I'll never get anything accomplished. That's right. My links are down below, and apparently I got some stuff going on.
Yes. Right on.
That's right.
Some stuff.
All right. Tamara?
I want to know about stuff. I don't have any stuff. Hi, my name is Tamara Woods, and I do YouTube. I also write cozy mysteries. In the past, I've written poetry and horror and women's fiction. But right now, I'm focusing on cozies. My links are in the description, especially my newsletter link, which I would like everyone to sign up for. Please.
Yes, please go sign up for her newsletter.
All over that. I'll be on that.
For reals.
I love newsletters.
Oh my God, that's wonderful. I like hearing that because most people are like, you want my email? You can go to hell.
Right?
Like, it's not
Or
your home
you
address.
can get the other email I have.
The one I never checked.
The one I never checked.
Where my garbage goes.
Seriously, and like every time I hear somebody ask like about what do I get if I sign up for your newsletter and I give you my email address, what are you going to give me? Oh yeah, that's like the big thing right now. Like they're saying if you want to grow your website platform, you've got to give something for free. And I'm like,
I'm giving you the newsletter.
Yeah, right? And I just like, that's what
man.
Like, I'm constantly trying to rack my brain. Like, well, what
promise
the
them nudes and then find a nude of the month that no one wants to see.
And then send them
right?
Send them a nude cat and a nude puppy. Already done. They were born that way. I'm just saying.
That's a great idea.
They'll be like, what? You're like, what? I thought you wanted happy things.
That's right. Yeah, happy is the key word. Trust me, nobody wants that from me. I'll send them naked animals.
Here it comes, the naked animals.
Hey, Amber. All right.
Hey, Amber.
And then SK Author, what is her name?
Shannon.
That's what I thought, and I didn't want to guess and be an ass. And have you be like, that's not even close, you crazy person. So hello to you too, sorry. I hate that I can't
Spencer's down there too. Hey, Spencer.
Yeah, I said Spencer earlier, but hello, Spencer, again. I don't actually know
About this song.
some of these people personally. So hello, and if you're ever
And
interested
newbies,
in coming
yeah.
on, send me a message, and you are always welcome to come on. Also, just so that I can let you guys know, I'm sorry, putting lotion on my hands are dry because I live in the Midwest and it was negative 54 the other day. So I am currently working on my NewTubers video, and I literally have 11 people. So if you know anyone who hasn't been on the NewTubers list, who has under 100 subscribers or is less than 3 months old, because if they blew up that fast, then they deserve to still get their name in there. Then go ahead and let me know. Not in the comments here because I won't be able to find it there, but shoot me a message on Facebook or shoot me a message like on my
I have
YouTube.
a couple people for you, sir.
Okay.
I got a couple people for you.
Okay, yeah, shoot me a message so that I can add them, because
Yeah.
I don't want to miss anybody, and I'm having it feels
Yeah.
like I have way less, and I'm wondering if it's the fact that they've been talking about this YouTube algorithm changing. So I'm wondering if they're
Possibly.
moving people out of my view.
Yeah, I don't. At first, I had a lot of people, a lot of new Authortubers showing up on my feed, like with the with the tag and whatever.
Yeah.
But now, like the last couple of weeks, I haven't had any, which is like weird,
and
since
like,
that's what I look at all the time.
Yeah, and I'm doing these videos every other week, and the first one had like 33, which was larger because
It was the first
because I was just starting, so I went back as far as I reasonably could.
Yeah.
But the second one had like 25 or something like that in it. So I feel like 11 is a real big jump.
Drop off.
Yeah, and maybe that's true because maybe people who did like New Year's resolutions got them done before last week, and so but I just feel like it's not a lot. So if anybody knows of anyone, please let me know, because I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want anyone to think I've ignored them, and that is absolutely not my intention. That's my biggest fear with this whole project, is that I think if I miss someone, they're going to think that I ignored them, and I wouldn't. Like I don't care.
They're like, no, that's not what I'm doing. They were like,
right.
oh.
I don't have any opinion of who I add. I add every person I can find.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I have a couple
hopefully
people
if
that's new.
Hopefully, if someone feels that way, they'll be like, "Hey, Sarah, I exist." Here's my
Right,
link."
and that's what I really want people to do, is say, hey, let me know, like, hey, can you put me in there? And I'd be happy to. It seems like it's only searching for the Authortube newbie tag now.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, I'm having a really hard time searching Authortube without the newbie tag only showing up.
I have noticed too that like I'm not getting a lot of the notifications from a lot of the Authortubers that I was watching. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I don't get any notifications anymore, unless they're the only notifications I get is from my actual channel. Like if someone comments on my stuff or things like that, I'll get my notifications, and those sometimes will get stuck. And so they'll be like, you have a comment, and I'm like, do I? Nope, it's the same one. Nope, it's the same one. Nope, it's the same one. For like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden it'll disappear.
That's so goofy.
I don't. There's some sort of problem a psychiatrist needs to get involved in on YouTube. Is there a YouTube psychiatrist?
That's been a long time coming. I'm just
need to get Dr. Phil in here. Have a talk with this fucking YouTube. Send the YouTube to the rich.
Well, it seems like the only channels I see are the ones that are like super huge and popular, and I'm like, I don't want to see those people. They're not cool. I want to see like.
I was searching. Man. I had to go searching like for the small channels.
Oh yeah, that's why I started doing the NewTubers, is because my channel's a little bit bigger. So at least I think if you're looking for Authortube, I might show up. So I figured at least if I might show up, then maybe I can put in some people who aren't going to show up because it's terrible. It's
There's
so
a guy
hard.
that I tagged not too long ago. Whitaker writing.
Yeah, I got him.
He's really good. You got Whitaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good info on his channel, actually. And he's a newbie, small thing. So
yeah. And I'm trying not to like repeat people because I don't want anyone to think that I'm favoring people that way either, because that's a whole
nother
right. That adds an extra whole layer to my madness. So
yeah. Is his last name Cormier, like the MMA fighter?
I think so.
It's
yeah.
French. Cormier.
Yeah.
Cormier.
Okay. When
oh my God, when I do people's names, I'm trying to always pronounce it like Sarah's like your name. Like your name is so cool to say, like the German way. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they say it wrong. And I was like, when I tagged you for some video, I was like, just saw me here on my computer. I was like, Schwanweber. Like, I was sitting here trying to say it right because I love German and I know German. And I was like, Schwanweber? And I was like, one part I got tongue tied in my video. I'm like, editing it out. I'm like, stupid, you said it wrong. Like, don't say it the American way. Stop, tongue. No, it's German.
I don't know any German, so I don't know how to say it the right way.
I know some only German I know because I'm about to start learning German, and it's this song that I danced on a long time ago that's about like death or whatever, and it's Todd von Ichgut, and it means death is cool. So I was like, that's like my favorite German saying.
I know the words to "Du hast" if it's playing.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I knew a lot of Rammstein. I went to a Rammstein concert one time. It's not pleasant. There was a fake penis.
I can imagine.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, there was a fake penis and it squirted fake semen all over everyone. And then he was supposed to hit it to turn off, and it wouldn't turn off. It was a whole thing.
Oh boy. Like,
I just wanted corn to start. I was real confused. I wasn't there for them.
I love now metal. That's my music. And alternative rock, I will not go to any of the concerts. I'm like, dude, I know something bad's gonna happen. Like, I love Marilyn Manson. I've danced on most of his songs. Like, seriously, love Marilyn Manson. I would never go to one of his concerts. I'm not trying to get snakes in.
Actually,
that's surprising because you think you're gonna get snakes and pee on you or something.
Yeah, no,
they're actually not that serious.
They're really tame.
They're really weak. That's surprising.
The only concert I've ever been to where I was concerned. Well, no, that's been twice. And I don't remember the first one. There was one where it might have been the same actual concert because I went to Ozfest a lot. But it was on the small stage, and someone had a compound fracture in the pit.
Really?
Yeah, I had blood on my shoes and stuff.
Lord.
Yeah. It was nasty.
My sister loves, is it Gwar or
Gwar? My husband loves Gwar,
with the W.
Yeah. My little sister likes it, and she was telling me, like, so she went to a concert, she came home, I saw her a couple days later, she looked like someone beat the shit out of her. I mean, and she's like, no, man. Oh, she had bruises everywhere, and she was like describing this
people just like jumping into you.
Yeah, and I was like, the way she was describing it, it was like war zone. It's like you paid to go into a war zone.
Well, see, and that's the other that's the other time that I had a problem, and it might have been the same Ozfest. But I wasn't paying attention to what was going on, and it was the last show Pantera played with Ozfest, and so we're on this hill because it's at Alpine Valley, which is a natural
gorge.
It's whatever they naturally build the audio places on, like
amphitheater.
There you go. And so we're like on this hill, and Pantera steps out on the stage, and just like all of the people just go around me, and all of a sudden there's a mosh pit. I had just had knee surgery.
Oh no!
And people have literally died in Pantera mosh pits.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think it happened once. Somebody got trampled. So, like, my life flashed before my eyes for about the 3 minutes it took me to get the hell out of there.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No, that's the
thing. I
still
wasn't steady.
Like, I would never go to any Rob Zombie shows, and I've been listening to Rob Zombie back when he was White Zombie, like back in the day. But no.
I've seen Rob Zombie in concert, and it was fun. The one that I like ran away from the pit was Slipknot. I was I'm gonna get fucked up. I gotta move.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know if I saw no, I was in the seating when Slipknot played on the main stage because I saw Slipknot played. I think Slipknot played on a small stage, either Ozfest or at another show I went to, because I used to go to a lot of shows.
I did too in my younger days.
Yeah, I'm too old for that shit now. I went and saw MC Chris, and I was all standing back by the old people.
I missed my window. It's too late.
I have to go places where I can sit.
I won't do nothing now. I won't do anything now. I have a 2-year-old. I won't do nothing. I'm like, nope. I used to want a motorcycle. Won't buy a Harley now. Like, nope, got 2-year-old. Can't chance dying. Nope, can't do it. Oh, only thing I'll do now, I'll fly, I suppose, when she's about 5 again. So I've only flown one time. That was to Michigan. So, yeah.
I actually really like flying. I'm very...
Coolest thing ever, dude. I was so happy. I was by the window. My mom and my little brother trying to push me. I'm like, get out of the way. It's my seat.
Well, and see, I have severe motion sickness that is almost non-existent on a plane. And it's the only place it is almost non-existent when I'm moving.
What?
So, like, I really like flying. It's the most comfortable moving situation.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I had a cool pilot, too. He was all like, we're great. He said, you guys, they ran through the whole thing about, the safety thing. And he's like, well, hopefully to those of you that were listening, thank you for listening. And those of you who weren't paying attention, may God have mercy on your soul. I was like, what the fuck? So if you weren't paying attention, you're going to die. So good luck to you. He comes in when we land. He came in like super, super fast. Like, he was really good at flying, but like, dude, like he came in fast. I was like, whoa. Our pilot's cool, man. He's trying to crash us.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
All right.
But I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
We should actually plan to get some work done.
I went
And we were
to
at 20 already.
25.
Okay, we'll start at 25. That sounds fair. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah,
Yep.
let's do it.
What's everybody working on?
I am
I'm
working...
gonna
Go ahead.
go for it. Oh, I'm gonna work on chapter 6 of Hell's Bend, which is
Ooh. Oh.
bitch is rough. I'm having a hard time.
Oh.
Making me look like a Snapchat filter.
Are you not stimulated, or what's going on, Sarah?
It's bad. It's just bad.
Oh.
Oh man.
What's everybody else working on? Sorry, I'm being ridiculous.
Aphrodite's working on a very smutty scene.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go,
I
Aphrodite.
love Aphrodite
I
stuff,
think
man.
that smut is really an interpretive type of writing. Some people are
I'm
like
a visitor. So hold on one moment.
some people think it's smut. I think it's just, free, inhibited. Just do it. Just do it. It's good.
Oh, it's good stuff.
It's fine.
man.
It's fine.
Aphrodite's
Okay.
writing is ridiculous, man. I'm an alpha for her, so I get all her stuff. And
Yeah.
It's awesome. I'm telling you right now. Ooh, it's good stuff. I already got her book, erotic sins. I already have that pre-ordered on Amazon.
Right on.
I'm waiting for that. I'm like, oh.
When does it come out?
Valentine's Day, February 14th.
Oh, right on.
She's like, yeah, she's on a deadline. She's like, she got a few things to finish up. I'm like, girl, get to it. I'm ready for my book. Don't let you push it back. Yeah. All right, I'm working on tonight. Well, tonight I'll be working on a writing prompt from the Writers Unite group to finish it up because I started earlier. And then once I'm done with that, which isn't going to be many more words, then I'll be working on my debut novel, Chronicles of Cagliostro. So I have revision to do on that and some editing, but I'm just going to be doing the revision tonight after I do the writer prompt, which is Horace, which I love to write. So I'll finish up that prompt and then start working on Chronicles of Cagliostro.
All right, I'm sorry, you guys. I should not have turned off my camera and my audio because you all missed the glory that was me tripping over my own purse, flying across, catching myself, and screaming.
Are you okay?
You all right?
Yeah, hurt yourself, did it? She looks good.
It was. It would have been awesome if everyone could have seen it. Like, I wish that was recorded on the internet forever because it was. And look who doesn't care.
That cat didn't move. Like, whatever.
Nope, doesn't care at all.
Look, he got
Sounds
up
like
long
that.
enough to show us his booty, and now he is back in his comfy warm bed. He's like, all right, ladies, I hope you enjoyed that.
It's okay, Mom. You'll be all right.
Aphrodite said that
That's
she
all
was mentioning
dreamer.
her title of her book. And she said, make sure that if you look for the book on Amazon, it's under Minx Knoch, which is her naughty girl name.
Yeah, I'm glad that you spelled that out because I would have never found it. And I do want to check it out.
Yeah.
The 7 Erotic Sins.
Yeah, oh my God, it's good. Y'all have to read it.
I am too embarrassable for all these people's books. I read like a 26-page book, maybe, of it was like a 26-page story. I don't even know if it was that long, of Alina's. And I spent the whole time like, ah! Oh my goodness, this is not what I do.
Yeah, but that's the best thing. That's the best thing. And my husband loves it. He's like, hey, have you heard of this book that these women are reading? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, are you going to read it? I think you should. You read it.
If you're that interested, you read
I know. Exactly. Yeah. Or people ask me, they're like, did your husband read your book? I'm like, no, he's waiting for it to come out on DVD.
Is anybody else in the comments working on anything this evening while we still have a minute left?
I'm working on.
Okay, so Aphrodite says Alina's stuff is hot, so it's not just me. Okay, I feel a little better. Sorry, Tamara.
That's okay. I'm working on Wiped Out, and that's going to be my my newsletter freebie thing. So I'm trying to edit that and finish it, and I've been trying to do that for like a month.
So what is it exactly?
It is a cozy mystery set in the North Shore here in Hawaii, where this my main character is named Freya. She is an author, and she finds a dying woman like in the beach in front of her house, and she feels compelled to try to figure out who done it.
So is it going to be like a shorter story, or is it going to be like, how long is it going to be for your?
Yeah, it's a novella. It's going to end up being about 30K.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a good size.
Yeah, that's not a little. It's not a little giveaway there.
Yeah, I wanted to give people enough of a story that it's like worth it. You know what I mean? I really don't like it when people give freebies and it feels like there's not really much to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting yelled at.
Yeah, we're getting yelled at by our boss.
All right. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Go.
15 minutes, everybody. Get your stuff done.
Let me move you closer, further away from the edge. Okay. Okay. And that's it.
All right.
5-minute break.
Okay, so welcome to Jesse and Kenneth, who joined us in the comments.
Hooray!
So Kenneth apparently writes predominantly in the morning. I used to write in the morning. I can't get myself to get up in the morning anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's a side effect of my medications that I take at night, maybe.
Yeah, I used to be able to write in the middle of the night. And now that I am heavily sedated, if once the pills go into my belly, I am like, what universe do I live in? And then trying to get out of bed in the morning, it takes me like 5 pots of coffee just to get a spark. Like,
I'm glad it doesn't take me 5 pots of coffee because we don't have an actual coffee pot like a normal person does.
well, you know what? I don't know if you guys remember, before Christmas, I had asked about what you guys thought of a Keurig. And my husband ended up getting me one for Christmas, and I love it. Like, yeah, I don't use the actual cups. I use the like refillable cup.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I waste so much less coffee grounds. I don't have like I don't have to constantly re-microwave it or whatever if the pot turns off on accident, or I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm like, that pot of coffee thing I was like, oh yeah.
We this is what we've gotten into now.
Okay, yeah.
My boss got me one.
Yeah.
And then we broke it, but when we broke it, we went to go buy a new coffee pot, and it was cheaper to buy a new French press. So
yeah. And I hear that coffee is really,
it is very good. It's just you really like, because I drink out of this cup.
Yeah.
You get 2 cups out of it. So
yeah.
it kind of depends on what kind of coffee drinker you are, and when like Travis and I are both coffee drinkers,
Right.
so it makes 1 cup each. So
I'm a cocoa drinker like that.
What you really need
I like
is
anything
one of
hot.
those like 10-gallon percolators.
That's what I routinely consider purchasing a box of coffee places. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, I will drink it.
Yeah.
It's just real expensive.
That is true.
Yeah, well.
What is
But
it?
like a box of coffee, like you can buy it for like if you're having a big meeting in your office or stuff like that. That's
Like
like
from
$4.
Starbucks or
Mm-hmm.
Oh
You
wow.
get them from almost
I know
any
you
place that sells coffee.
Spout on the side.
Huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
It has a spout on the side.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it refillable?
Yeah. It's like a box of wine. Yes,
No.
it is.
Mm.
Oh, it isn't?
It is, but it's not like imminently refillable. Like you could use it, like you could refill it to use it over a day. You know what I mean? Like if you made it twice in a day, you could refill it.
Right. That's
Like
what I
it's
mean.
not-
Like it.
Because it doesn't have a bladder like wine box does.
Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind.
So
Yeah.
it's
I was
not.
gonna say, if it's worth it.
It doesn't keep in there either.
Right. Okay. Because I was gonna say, if it had a bladder, then it would be totally worth putting a little extra expense in. You know what I'm saying? I'm attempting to formulate the words.
So I found because I went to draw my house, because CJ's, I got notes from CJ, and CJ can't visualize the house because she's never seen it. And it's a very strange layout. So I had to draw the layout to make sure that the description matches. And then I'm now considering whether or not I'm going to have to include some sort of layout. Because the house is layered so strange. But in that, I found this weird comic that I drew. And I'm not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, but I like to draw stick figure comics. But for some reason, it just says, they're killing someone up there. They're doing no such thing. I blame you. I don't know what's going on.
You can finish yourself.
Maybe maybe it's from a Dungeons and Dragons game. I don't know. It's weird,
Like-
but
Oh, yeah, that's possible.
that could happen. I've been known to do that.
I just got whistled at.
Yeah, Aphrodite. I just grabbed a thing of just graph paper and sketched it myself, but it's not nice.
That's what I use.
So yeah. Okay.
All right, shall we start?
Right. Yeah, I guess.
All right, ready, go.
I'm a bad influence.
Yes, you are.
Your parents have been saying it for decades.
For decades.
Oh
That's a
man.
long time. We're old.
No, we're not.
Funny story. I'm a good person in my family. Like, I'm the good kid. At CJ's house, I would be like the Antichrist.
That's
I don't know
true.
if you guys have seen that online where it says Obama is the Antichrist, and then somebody put Obama's face on an ant. It's fucking amazing. Anyway,
I don't think I've seen that ever.
it's amazing. Just look up Antichrist. You'll find it.
Christ.
Oh, how
Wow.
funny.
Okay, sorry. Really right. Don't listen to Sarah. She's an asshole.
But she is an entertaining asshole, which is the important part.
That's right. She keeps us laughing.
Somebody's got to do something around here. Otherwise, we're all just going to be pissed off about somebody else. Okay, I better stop.
Yeah. I'll get up in the middle of the night cussing again. Okay. What are you guys doing?
I was going to show her Dirty Snowball.
Okay.
There you go. Cinnabon or whatever. He's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he's still on the live stream.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hi, guys.
They said hi.
Hello.
I'm telling you, they leave me alone all day long, except for when they know that I'm on here with you guys. They're like, my daughter's not bringing me stuff because she went out of town with my mom. So I'm like, go away.
Mom.
I know. I love them. I'll have to send them this video when it like, shareable, and I'll be like, see, look, I told you they were talking to you. Somebody burning something?
No, that's our dishwasher is done washing.
Oh, okay.
So that makes that sound. I haven't been able to figure out how to turn that off yet. We've only lived here a year and a half.
Right. I frequently burn things.
I burned water.
I've done that.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Somebody's growing.
We're gonna be taking off. Okay. Bye. See you later.
Hey, put Tala in Elijah's room.
Gotcha.
Hold on. This is the girlfriend. I like her. All right, bye guys.
I'll go get Tyler and Elijah.
Okay. All right. It's important to like the girlfriend.
That's time.
All right. Well, what did I miss in the comments?
Circles and horses.
The
Okay,
chubby
for real
horse-
though, does anybody use Bitmoji other than me and CJ? Because your only option for a Bitmoji if you're fat is a round Bitmoji.
Yeah,
What?
like, well, and
It's like
it's not
watermelon.
round. It's like your body is like this,
Sorry.
and then your
And then
legs
you
are little
sticks.
sticks.
It's so weird.
Well, that's
You look
I don't know
like
anyone who looks like that.
like the green M&M.
Mhm.
That's what you look
Yep.
like
Yep.
with a head, like with a head on top. You look like the green M&M with a head on top.
Yeah, but the green M&M is cool, man.
She is. I'm not saying she's not, but that is not how I want to represent.
Yeah, that is
myself.
not my look.
Yeah. So I don't know
Circle with
what
legs.
I don't know what is it called? Bit emoji?
Bitmoji.
Bitmoji.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. What does
Is
it
it an
do?
app or is it
It's
set up as an app or
Yes.
It's an
All of
emoji creator where you create an emoji of yourself, and then it has various places where it can be accessed. So like you can use it in Snapchat, and then you can use it in your email, and you can use it in messengers. So
they don't have any options apparently. If that's the case, huh?
not for being chubby. Nope. And there
You got
isn't
any
like
curvy
really a
ones over
chubby
there?
option. It's like there's like slender, athletic,
No. Okay.
really stupid
Round.
thin, and round.
Not many
So-
options.
No, so it's like you're either fat or athletic. No, I'm not. No, I'm somewhere in between there. I'm not. I'm not a
Pretty
circle.
much most
Here's-
America is
Can
in
you
between
see
that.
mine?
Oh yeah.
Aw.
So that's me.
Oh that yeah. I've seen a lot of my friends use that. Okay. I know.
yeah, I
yeah.
figured you've probably seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
most
okay.
people have seen it even if they don't know.
I
they've
didn't
seen it.
know what the hell they called it.
Yeah.
I see people using them all over like Facebook and shit, but I was like, where the hell are they making these?
Yeah.
Is that what Aphrodite makes her?
No, I think Aphrodite draws.
She had an artist do her the one that she has for her profile. That's an artist did that for her.
Oh,
But she
okay.
did put that up in the past, that right there, and I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
How are they doing it?
I am
I might have to
currently
check that out.
my favorite thing about it is the outfits you can put on
Mhm.
yourself.
Yeah,
Like making yourself as emoji is fine, whatever. But Nothing beats me in a rainbow bug outfit with a lightsaber.
Get out of here. That's hilarious.
Yes, that is
Isn't
really
that
cute.
awesome?
You don't have to go make one. Sounds
Yeah, I'm dressed as a cat.
Yay.
Yep.
I was dressed as a Christmas tree for a while during the holidays.
Obviously.
Obviously. Yeah.
I was a snowman for a while.
Obviously.
Purple unicorn.
That's fucking hard.
Yeah, it's ridiculous and wonderful.
If you're going to represent
That's funny.
yourself online,
But they just need to give us more chubby options. Like, there are
There's
different
lots
kinds of
different
chunky.
chubby. Thank you.
Yeah.
There is lots of different ones. Like,
Well, and like,
Yeah.
let's say you have big boobs or a big butt. That's
Yeah.
not represented. You better figure that shit out.
oh, wait, sir, didn't you hear? Women with big breasts, we don't exist.
Oh, that's
What?
true.
That's a
I would
newsflash.
like
We don't
to
exist.
ask for cheaper bras then.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I know.
Yeah.
So unfair. And we got paid like a. Oh my god! Don't even get me started with the bra.
Yeah,
Right.
I've gotten to the point where my presents from my mom now, I'm going to just ask for bras.
Yep.
For Christmas and birthday, because then I don't have to
Like,
buy
you
them.
try to
And
buy some.
You don't have to sell your children into
Yeah.
slavery in order to.
right, like what the
Afford
hell?
My sister,
Yeah, it's a struggle.
my sister was asking me about breast reduction because I finally got to the point where I got tired of paying the ridiculous prices of them that I was like, I went in and I saw a plastic surgeon and I was like, what's it going to cost? And he's like, well, I got to be able to take a pound of fat. And I was like, you can take 10 pounds of fat.
Well, you want to take them from other places? I got a list.
I know.
Yeah, I know, right? If I don't have enough over here, take some more from other places.
Oh yeah.
Right?
So
Oh man.
So yeah. So, but I was tired of it between my back hurting and not being able to afford. And then you don't get, well, I mean, I'm sure things have changed. It's been like 11 or 12 years since I had it done.
Yeah.
But back then you couldn't get pretty bras for ginormous breasts. You had to,
No, you get.
yeah, it was like white,
You
black,
read the
and
comments.
beige. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Every Aphrodite is
straps that
down
are
here
like-
being funny.
This wide.
mhm.
Oh my god.
Aphrodite's trying to sell her kids for bras now.
She's like, we're sign up for that.
You guys have created a monster now.
Sorry.
See Aphrodite on the
Secret's
news.
out. She knows now.
She's gonna put that in one of her books now.
Selling her
So,
children
yeah,
for bras.
Bras. Man.
All right,
Uh-oh,
that was our
trouble
second
again.
whistle, so we should probably like do some shit. All
I've
right,
been working.
let's do this. 1, 2, 3.
Hooray!
Hooray! I don't know. All right, that's our time.
All right. How'd everybody do?
I'm feeling
Good.
very good about tonight.
Mhm.
I've
Yeah.
gotten 5 episode betas. Like I went through 5 episodes that one of my betas got back to me, and that was pretty awesome.
Oh, the other one
now
needs to do hers.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry. I sent you 2 though, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
so-
good for this week. I've
Okay.
got last week's done. I got this week's done. We're all good.
Okay. I got you.
You got until next week before you even have to worry about the other ones.
Okay. Sorry. How's everybody else doing?
I'm doing good. I've got.
You got
Oh, I was gonna say I've got like 3 of the items I was working on. So I'm working on a blog for my new website. So
Oh.
yeah, it's discussing the benefits of using an essential oil diffuser while writing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool.
You know, if you don't run your diffuser for a while and you haven't cleaned it out, the oil will start to congeal in the
Yes.
bottom. It's really
Like
gross.
like this white, like looking residuey yuckiness.
No, mine's actually yellow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I've noticed a couple of times there's like this weird white stuff.
That's probably a calcium deposit.
No, because I use distilled water. It's
Oh, really?
yeah, it's like yeah, my diffuser is like an $85 diffuser. So I'm like, the girl was like, do not use tap water in this thing, it will break. So I get the distilled water from Walmart, which is only like 88 cents.
Right. That's what I buy for drinking water in a pinch because it's cheaper than buying drinking water.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, holy cow.
It doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, but I got this this diffuser and like a kit. Like I bought the whole kit and everything. And then I found out what I would have paid for it if I hadn't got it in the kit. And I was like, oh, we're going to treat this like it is a Fabergé egg. Boom. Because I love it. But every now and again, like if I don't run it for like a week or 2, I'll go to add water to it and there'll be like this weird, like white, almost like a white film. I think it's just like the oil got cold or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm sure. My cat's dirty. How about Tamara? How'd you do?
I'm writing a new scene. I'm about 770 words in now.
Oh,
that's
awesome.
really good.
Yeah, it's going well. It's going well.
Awesome. Ooh, I'm making progress over here, but I'm also like trying to deal with making sure that my description is correct because CJ couldn't check that because she didn't know what the description was. So I'm like double checking it to make sure that it still is laid out the way it's supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
Because she
sense.
couldn't. So yeah.
I'm having a problem because my prompt is becoming a little bit more complicated. So might turn it into a full story. Oops.
I've been there. CJ and I, when we originally started doing this stream, CJ and I would do writing prompts where we would write 200-word stories.
Right.
And that's what it started as. So we would do like 4 or 5 writing prompts in the evening, and I had files of each of them, which are now gone.
Yeah. Those are cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, I did manage to write about 950 words so far since we
Nice.
started. So
That's
not
really
bad.
nice.
I'm about done with the prompt. I'm just gonna have to just end it, and then if I feel that I could do more with it, then I'll probably just later on put it in one of my horror books or something like that and add to it or something.
What was the writing prompt?
It was a writing prompt this month. It's a picture. They usually give you a picture,
Mhm.
and it's a picture of like a green room that has a hearth in it, so a fireplace, and one chair, and it's kind of partially dark, partially lit, or whatever. So I was like doing a horror story this time instead of poetry like I did last month. But mine is probably going to be romance horror, because I would usually write horror romance. So.
Who was it? I was watching a video and they were talking about romance and horror.
Probably me.
Probably
me.
Is that an easy subject to put into a horror?
It's a different subject because you decided to put two things together that they don't always put together. Because you have to try to find a balance between the horror and the romance, and then how you want to depict them together. So, I mean, I write them separately, but writing them together can be somewhat complicated depending on what your ending's going to be. So you can end it semi-well or semi-terrible. So that's usually the thing to adjust. Like, I have a horror romance that is a mermaid love story. So that's one of the ones in my horror book. So it's like you just got to play with it. So
yeah, I mean, there's a reason that at the very least sex scenes are really common in horror in general. Is there is something, it's a very similar, like, primal kind of response, which for most like murdery kind of horror is very, it's a very similar thing, and they lay well together.
Yeah,
which I think is why you get like.
Yeah, it is.
Like
and
the slasher movies with the sex scenes.
They always got it in those. Like, I don't write, like, I don't think I have any sex scenes in any of mine, probably. My horror romance, I don't think there's any in there. It's more like it's usually, if I do horror romance, and it's more just creepy type of something going on with that, and then I make it into a love story. So, monsters can love too type of thing.
Right?
But sometimes they might eat the one they love. I don't know. You know.
Yeah. Right. You know, we're gonna do another. Or do you guys want to wrap? It's up to you guys.
I'm good
okay
with either one. Yeah.
I'm good with another one.
Okay.
Whatever.
The original Little Mermaid.
Yeah, when it was terrible.
Yeah, that's
dark.
Yeah,
I mean, when you think about it, mermaids, anyway, if you look at the history of mermaids, they aren't sweet little girls, or sweet women and pretty and cute. Like, they'll come off to you really beautiful, and then all of a sudden there's fangs and you're screwed, you know.
Yeah.
I know. My daughter was like, "Hey, Mom, did you know what happened to Ariel at the end of The Little Mermaid?" I was like, "Yeah, she gets married. She's got a freaking castle. She's got." She's like, "No, Mom, she didn't get married. She doesn't have a castle." And I was like, "Says who?" And she's like
the original author.
Yeah, she's like 6 years old, and she's like, "Mom, Disney's a liar." I was like, "Oh my god,
this is true."
Oh
they are liars.
Told that girl the truth.
Oh, I know. I was like, man, she was my last child. I was clinging to that innocence, and she's like, "No, Mom, she turns into sea foam." I was like,
well, and that's one of the things that most fairy tales are really dark. Like in Cinderella, the stepsisters chop off their toes and their heel to fit in the shoe, and the prince falls for it, and they're like, "No, he's pouring blood out." And at the end of Snow White, the queen doesn't die. They make her, well, she does, but they make her put on red hot shoes and dance until she dies. Like, that's messed up.
Like some torture going on.
I know. That's what, when my daughter told me that story about Snow White, I was like, you know what? You need to stop telling me these lies.
I don't want to hear lies and deceit.
I know. I was like, I am good, you know. So she's like, "No, Mom," and she pulls out Grimm's fairy tales, and I was like,
Grimm, woo.
I was all, "This is where you're getting it." I was all, "Rah." But I'm glad. Yeah,
I love Grimm fairy tales.
Yeah, and she's a full-figured 13-year-old girl. So I'm glad that she hasn't bought into the idea that she has to fit into Disney princesses mold, you know. And I know that they're trying to get better, but the fact that she doesn't care about that. She's like, no, Mom, Seafoam's cooler than getting married and living in a castle. I'm like,
very confused. I think they have to go either one full way on the spectrum or a whole nother way on the spectrum. Like, you gotta learn some balance here, people.
Right.
yeah.
That like I can't with them right now. Like, I grew up with Disney, but seriously,
Yeah.
stop trying to turn everybody to Disney princesses right now. Like,
Well, and everybody isn't either a princess or a villain or a
right.
Like an evil stepsister, yeah.
right,
Yeah.
or like someone who needs to be saved, or like not everyone fits into those molds. Everyone is many things.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
If they were trying to do a balance of that, that's what they should try to go after. They were doing that, but I don't know. I'm just angry with them because I'm a Star Wars nerd, so whatever you want to call it. I don't have nothing to say about Disney. We're not friends anymore. So
Well, you know, that's how my son loves Star Wars, and all of a sudden he started getting rid of all of his Star Wars stuff, and I'm like, dude,
tell him I feel him.
yeah, I was like, I have spent way too much money for you just
can't get rid of that.
this stuff. Yeah, and he's like,
Tell
He's
him to
like-
wait till he's an adult, then he throw it up.
oh, well, he's 17, and he is just like, I mean, he was like,
I'm
I'm
angry,
not,
Mom.
yeah, and so I was like, okay, you know what? If you need to be angry and you
Lock
need
it
to,
away, man.
but I was like, I didn't understand it, and then all of a sudden he started telling me, and I was like, okay,
It's like letting the gates open. You gotta be like, you just gotta back up.
yeah,
I got
was-
all my Star Wars stuff. I'm like, just like Disney was like, none of the books are canon. I was like, you know what? You're not canon, Disney. That's what.
Right.
And I kept all my
Mm-hmm.
old Star Wars stuff and was like a shrine to it. Like, this is what really happened. So bye, Disney.
yeah. So I was like, can't
Like
we
they
man.
give
put
well.
it? Yeah, I was like, can't we just put it in a box and we'll put it in the
And save it for
storage?
later.
Yeah.
So when they come to their senses, you'll still have your stuff.
Well, yeah, because the original Millennium Falcon was just on auction, started at $750. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
and he donated it to Big Brothers Big Sisters. I was like, no! Somebody better be enjoying that thing. No.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, man. I feel his pain, though, man. You can't mess with people's childhood, dude. You can't mess with people's childhoods.
Yeah.
It's messed up. Telling me metal's wrong. You know what's wrong? You. That's what's wrong. Don't get me started with my Gen Xer problems.
They're valid.
I
They're
do
valid.
think it speaks to the power of storytelling.
yeah.
It does. It affects your life, dude.
That's a franchise that even with like, so when I was growing up, and I think for most of us, we're all over 30 here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we grew up with the original trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And I can remember when the prequels came
Kettles
out.
New
Yeah.
came out. How annoyed we all were.
Oh my goodness, so much annoyment. Like,
We were excited at first, but then it was like, but still though, like, even though those were like not great movies, but see, I'm a Star Wars comic book and book reader too.
Right,
So
right.
it's a lot of stuff that the movies never even touched on that I know. And then Disney was all like, not canon. I'm like, you do know there were stronger freaking Jedis than Luke. Like, Luke was no longer a big deal. So the fact that Luke is a big deal for us, like the story getting started, but then you can be like, oh, now I don't want to ruin a movie for anybody who haven't seen the new ones, but like, why are you messing with Luke? You don't mess with Luke, man.
Yeah.
But you mess with Luke. You done messed up now. Like,
I was a nanny. I had freshly graduated from high school and was a nanny for these kids. And one of the kids was like telling me how like the new Star Wars was better than the original Star Wars. And I was a little confused. I was like, what are you talking about? So I went and watched the new Star Wars, and I was like, okay, first of all, Anakin Skywalker is a little crybaby bitch. Okay. I was like,
it might make sense now. I'm just saying. But.
I'm like, how does he go from being this whiny little snot booger to saving
Vader's kind of a
entire
bitch too.
universe?
Let's be
But he
real.
is a bitch, though.
let's not. let's not beat around the bush. It's not like Vader's all.
Vader's a bitch.
So
Like-
then,
Yes. I mean, my mom loved Vader. She was like a big Vader fan, but he just was.
yeah,
Yeah, he's not.
and
Not
then,
getting my way. Blue, blue, you know.
yeah.
The
So
only-
then I was like,
the only
trying to
character
explain-
I find to be actually considered like concerning in the whole Star Wars world, in the whole place, is the fucking Sarlacc beast. That's it.
Yeah.
The rest of the place, I'm not concerned. Giant slug man, I have salt.
Oh man, no, I think I liked the what the hell are those little fuzzy? They look like two logs.
Ewoks.
Yeah,
They're cute.
Yep.
Though. They're cute.
and then I found out that
Fucking
Well, not
Muppets.
cannibals, but they eat people.
oh, do they really?
Well,
Yeah.
they kind of look like that. They would. Like, I wouldn't trust anything that looked like that. I'm
That
just
was,
saying.
that was like the whole thing is that they were gonna eat. Luke
Yeah, they
and
didn't
Leia
eat them
and
because
Because
C-3PO
C-3PO
told them not to.
3PO was a. They
He's
thought he
a
was a
god.
god.
Yeah,
like a
you know what?
god,
I didn't even make that
Think about
connection. I thought they were just gonna sacrifice him to like honor
They
the
were going to
god.
be roasted like the chickens on
No,
the
he talks
fire.
to
They were gonna-
Yeah,
Oh man,
Yeah, they're
well,
gonna-
right, you know
you were to be the feast.
They were
Yeah.
like, "This is some yummy chicken right here." That's what. was
Yeah.
We're
gonna
supposed to
happen
do
them.
more work, you guys, and we have not
Oh,
done
yeah.
more work.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
talk about Star
I
Wars.
know.
This is what happens when you talk
I
about
know.
some of these
That's
fandom.
a rabbit hole. I'm
So
sorry.
true.
Yeah.
So
No, it's all good. I could have gone too, but I'm trying really hard to keep us on task. So we should do one more sprint and then wrap.
Okay.
All right.
Hang on here. I gotta reset.
You still there, Tamara?
Yeah, I'm like a casual Star Wars fan, so if you
I'm,
guys were talking about Doctor Who, maybe I would have joined in more.
I'm a
but
Oh, I
Covering
love
Star Wars
Doctor
fan?
Who.
I'm like how an atheist is right after they stop believing to Star Wars. So I'm like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
I used to be into that, and it's just like,
You're
no,
so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
believe
and
in Star Wars anymore. So I'm with you
I
there.
don't. I'm like out of it. I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm just
I
tired.
gotta
Of,
be
like,
out of it. That just brought up old stuff. I felt, man, it hurt.
yeah.
I'm not really
Little
into
bit.
it anymore. Like I have only watched the new ones because they were on the television and I happened to walk through the room.
I like Star Trek 2 Aphrodite, but I'm a Trekkie.
Yay! Star
Yes.
Trek. I like Star Trek.
Okay.
There's-
all right. We are
there's
set
battle.
up. It's work o'clock. It's work
All right.
All right,
Okay.
So,
here we go.
It's time to go and stop talking about fun things. Do your stupid work.
Do work. Do work.
We gotta make our brains work, damn it.
took all the heat. Need to come back.
Hmm.
What? Come on. Come on. I'm sorry. She's mad that I won't actively pet her while I'm typing.
Yeah, I would be too.
Go back in your basket. Here. My one cat will only use hydro-grown catnip. So I have to have special catnip for my one cat.
Oh.
Yup.
Uppity bitch.
No, it's Crowley.
Oh, yeah, he's an uppity bitch too.
Yeah. Can you guys hear my neighbor coughing?
Is that what that is? I
Yeah, I
thought
heard
like maybe
something,
you
right?
had like a heat pump or something not working right.
No. I don't know why he's coughing like that. He just told me he broke his bong. Not sure what's going on up there. What, Travis? Oh. Did I turn the heat down? No, I haven't touched the heat.
Tell him to put a sweater on.
Huh?
Tell him to put a sweater on.
I'm lucky he's wearing fucking pants.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
What are we oh shitting about?
It started sharing my screen for some reason.
You don't even have that control, do you?
Yeah.
Do you have it when you're not hosting?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know if you did when you weren't hosting. That's weird though.
She was about to give us a free sneak peek into her
Right?
project. Don't give anything away for free. Charge them for it.
I will charge you one email address.
That's right. You know, that really is a great idea. So if you don't mind me stealing it from you, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll write like a little short story for my something free.
Do it. Like, I'd steal that idea from somebody else, I'm sure.
Yeah, because I just can't think, like, I can't think of anything.
It's a good way to get people into your stories, you know, especially if you're writing a series.
Yeah.
I usually do teasers and monthly poetry, free poetry I'll do, or I'll possibly do extremely shorter story, something that's like 500 words or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's usually stuff on my Patreon though. Since I just started my website, I don't have a newsletter yet, so I'll find something to put in there more than likely.
Yeah. That's what I have a Patreon. I've kind of abandoned it because I feel like I'm spreading myself out too thinly right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you're branding, it feels like you're being spread things. You have so many social medias and stuff to take care of, but it's just part of the game apparently. So
yeah,
a lot to do. I usually have the good thing about Patreon, you can do automatic uploads. So I do that. Like I have my stuff all done for the whole month, and then it comes up on Mondays. So
yeah.
Nice.
Schedules help.
I know I need to do more grown-up stuff, like using a schedule.
No one likes adulting.
I hate it.
I feel you.
What? Did I miss something?
CJ, what are you laughing at?
I know.
I'm listening to the playback, the read aloud of this episode. There was a byplay between two characters I don't remember writing. Oh, it's really funny. I'm sorry. I'm clearly too tired to be doing
to Ashley's house and Elijah's in his room.
Oh, good.
I love that read back option.
I know, right?
Helps make editing a hell of a lot easier.
It's okay. It's just the upstairs neighbors.
You've got to go tell your neighbor he has to cut it out. He's scaring the cat.
I know, right? She'll understand. She's got a cat.
Mhm.
Her cat she keeps trying to escape, so maybe she won't. All right. Ugh.
Instead of writing on my story, I was thinking about some marketing shit. Because I'm trying to figure out if I should, because the author photo and stuff that I had for like the women's fiction and the horror and stuff, it seems kind of like serious. And now I'm writing cozy mysteries, which are a little more lighthearted. So I don't know if I should kind of revamp all of my shit, which feels like a lot of work, but it might be worth it. Yeah. I have a I was thinking about doing Patreon a few months ago, so I commissioned an artist to do a rendering of me. So I have a photo. Can I try to show it to y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can actually do it. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I try to.
Now that you might not want to share, now that you might want to share your screen, it might not let
It's not
you.
gonna work.
Right.
Yeah, if I abruptly drop out, it's because Google kicked me in the face and said no.
It's been known for that.
Well, I think that, I mean, if are you going to use it specifically for your cozy writings, or are you talking about just for all the way across?
Yes.
Streamer, don't on TV.
Well, I think it might be a lot of work as far as like uploading it to all your different sites, but there's nothing wrong with a fresh new photo. You know, it's. I think people get bored looking at the same shit all the time. You know what I mean? Like.
True.
That's true.
That's really true.
And I haven't updated my photos in a couple years now. It's not like showing it.
Because I mean, I have pictures of me from when I was in my 20s, and I'm like, wow, those are really great pictures. But then they see me in real life, and they're like, is that the same person? No. I had to update.
Yeah, it's definitely not from my 20s. Definitely not that. That would be a very big lie. No one would believe that shit.
Oh, man.
Is it just showing a black screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
You are a dick. Sorry.
Okay.
All right, let me figure this out. Hold on a second. I'm going to make this happen now.
Well,
that was like a thing.
Right?
No, it must happen because it has said no.
that's right. She got it to work when she didn't want to, and now
Right.
Typical. All right, let's try that again. What if I just... Maybe I'll just share my entire screen and just have it up. Y'all don't care. I don't have to tell you the process. That's not necessary. All right, let's see. All right, so I'll share this. And then maybe if I do that.
oh, I'm like, I'm looking at myself.
Go here. Can you see it now?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's super cute.
Oh, that's
That is
cute.
really
Yeah, it's me. Me if I was adorable and cartoonish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
I-
super cute.
Finish, but you are pretty adorable.
Yeah.
Thanks. You shouldn't have. But okay, so this is me, right? Let me show you my covers. I'm getting ambitious now. Hold on. This is probably a bad idea. But all right. Don't pay attention to any of this mess. All right, so this is the one from Wiped Out.
Oh, see, that is
Super
cute.
cute.
So like they're very cartoony, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Huh?
And I'll show you the one for Murder to Spare. Uh-oh, where did anything go? I got too big for my britches and thought that I could do stuff. All right, here we go. And it might open. There we go. So and this is my main series.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. But so what's the difference between the two series? Like this
totally
is more adult?
They're both adult. It's just two different series, two different situations, characters, everything. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
I like them both.
So I was thinking about because like first of all, my current wait a second, let me stop sharing because y'all don't need to see what I'm doing now. I want to close everything.
That sounds vaguely dirty. You don't need to.
Well, I'm like going through and closing everything, and you're not interested in that. But
do you have your pants on?
actually, yes, I do. I'm wearing
So does Travis.
very comfy pants. I've been wearing them for like 2 days, but yep.
That's okay. I only took my pajamas. Yeah, I only took my pajamas off because I had to go to the store. So
Daddy has a question for you, Tamara.
What's
in
that?
The comment. She said, "Who made the last one for you? I guess your cover."
The artist's name is Mariah Sinclair, and she does incredible covers. Of course, I look for more for her for the cozies, but she does like fantasy covers too, and a lot of historical romance and stuff. She's really sought after. But I was like just lucky enough to kind of hit her up when she had a free moment. But I love her covers.
Yes.
They're so good. And she's quick. Her turnaround time, it was like 3 days.
Wow.
Wow.
Like, how
Oh.
did you do this?
Yeah,
she's great.
dude. Wow, lucky.
I know.
She's great. I definitely recommend her.
I still
And
haven't
she's
found the artist to do my cover for my debut novel. I'm just like nervous. I got all these other novels that have covers, but I'm like, my debut novel, I'm like, oh, it's got to be right. It's got to be right. You know, so I found an artist for my characters at least, though, but still waiting on that. So it's very stressful.
Covers are stressful. It's all stressful.
They are. I'm just going to get into making them myself, but I have to buy all the programs and stuff. So just add it to my branding business and start doing it for other people too.
Yeah.
I'm
Why
not
not?
artistic enough for that.
Yeah, me either.
I'm a little too all over everything, so that's that's a problem. So you don't even want to be. So you're not missing anything.
So
Spreading yourself thin like jam.
yeah. Well, it depends. How do you eat your jam? Because I usually I have more jam than I have bread. So
I usually like more butter, and then I put like the jam.
yeah,
You know, because it's a nice mixture of it.
Yeah.
Tastes real good. Warm it up a little bit.
oh yeah.
Now you make me hungry. Stop it.
So are you thinking about, okay, so when you say like replacing it over your whole brand, what do you mean by that? Like, are you talking about using?
I would use that photo in the place of my photos everywhere else. So
like an author photo.
yeah, it would be my author photo in place of my real photos, or anything that I'm branding as my, like for my Facebook author page, for my YouTube little subscription picture, for probably for Twitter too. And then having it like at the end of my newsletter. And I think that if I do that, then I need to rebrand like my my banners for my social media that are associated with my writing.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, you know, if I do this, it's going to take a lot, because there's going to be several things I'm going to have to fix, change.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Because it's also very different from what it is right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking at your YouTube picture that you have, and I like the fact that it's you. It's like your face. It's you as a human being versus a character. You know what I mean? So I could see if you were just gonna put it on like as that specific book and everything, but I don't know. I like it. I really like it. I think it's very cute, but I also like looking at you as a person, because that's what you are, you know. It's like you are the creator, you're the person that wrote it. So I think either way, whatever you choose, it's going to be the right decision. But I like your picture, and you're smiling and you look really happy.
Yeah, that picture is very old.
Right, but you could easily go. You live in Hawaii. You could go to your neighbor's house and take a great shot of you smiling. You know what I mean?
You apparently have a much bigger estimate of my artistic ability than is real. No, I cannot. I cannot go places and take photos. I had people take photos of me, and I don't have anyone here that I can get for a reasonable price.
Right, right. Well, like I said, either way, whatever you choose is going to be the right decision. But I think that you're beautiful, and I love looking at your picture as far as like, this is who you are as a person. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I do like your picture though. I've seen them. Like, it's a really nice picture. I think it's a good picture.
Thanks,
but if you feel like you need to rebrand, then I mean, go for it. The cartoon you is really cute, so I like.
I think it's very cute.
Yeah.
The red and purple. I love purple, so I was like, yay, purple.
So you said that you are, for the foreseeable future, you're going to be working on cozies, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean like for the next year, for the next 5 years, or is it just kind of like for the foreseeable future? I don't know how long that's going to last.
For these 2 series, so that'll probably be 2 or 3 years.
I
Probably
say
closer to 3 years.
Okay. I think that the cartoon because of the way that the covers are laid out as cartoons as well, they pair really well together.
Mm-hmm.
And if you separate sort of this branding from your typical branding or what you've done before, that may, when you go back to, when you leave Cozy or set it aside or whatever, and you do you go back to what you were doing before, you'll go back to using a real picture. And there would be that divide between the two, I don't want to say personas, but I mean, more or less the two writing personas.
I see.
Right?
Yeah, it'd be like a demarcation kind of.
Right. And so I think that there's some value there. That being said, I don't know that there's a wrong answer to that question. I agree with Dana.
Yeah, I think it can be relevant to the cover for sure. So doing that would definitely draw people like, okay, they can probably relate the cozies to the covers to you and like, okay, this is cool. The artist is like connecting with her books and like want us to know. So that could be that way too. So, but I think you can go for it. Aphrodite uses her cartoon self as all her things too. Seems to work pretty well. You're pretty acceptable of it. What you should do too, though, because Aphrodite is doing it like her outfit that she had them put on her cartoon self. She's going to wear that for when she do like some of her like book signings or whatever. So that'd be kind of cool. People relate, like if you wear like the purple and the red, that'd be kind of cool. Oh, and Aphrodite's asking you again, Tamara, about the artist's name again. I guess
she got it.
Try to look her up.
Yeah.
Oh, she got it. Okay, cool. Oh man.
So, do we have anything else we need to cover, or should we wrap, or what do you guys want to do? We're over 2 hours now, so I just don't want to keep anyone excessively long.
It doesn't even feel like it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, it's 10 after 9.
Really quick.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, where are we at, you guys? Because we've done a run here.
On the other hand, my cat has just decided to nest in my lap, so I'm not moving for a while. So, you know.
All right, well let's go ahead and do our announcements and stuff portion of the evening. So we're gonna go the same order we started in. So Danny, do you have anything? Bless you. Danny, do you have anything to promote? Anything you'd like to share? Anything you want to make sure people do before they leave?
Yeah, I have on my website monthly. I post a new poem or short story. It's a very easy website to navigate, so you just scroll down to like my monthly poetry or short story section, and there's always something new. So I'll be posting a new short story, the prompt that I'm doing now. I'll be posting that sometime in the next week or two. I am working on trying to get my debut novel finished, well, revising, and then getting to my editor in April. So you probably could look for Cross of Cagliostro, Tales of the Light Virgin, debut release. I'm trying to get it out by the end of this year. If not, it'll be early winter for 2020. Then I have 3 novels planned for 2020. My fairy romance, that one is called When Fireflies Mingle. That comes out in 2020. And I have a horror compilation, The Shadowed Keep. That's coming out in 2020. And I have a poetry compilation that comes out in 2020. But you can find all that out on my website, which is linked below. So that's what I got going on right now.
All right. CJ.
Right now, all I've got is episode 11, I believe, for the South Deer Island Chronicles. It'll be over on Tumblr. My goal is to get my website up sometime in the next 2 months. We'll see if that happens, because then it can be over there.
It's a big goal. Websites are a pain in the ass.
They really are.
Yeah.
All right. Is that all you got then?
That's all I got.
Okay. Dana?
All right. Well, now I've drawn a complete brain fart. I have my book, The Awakening, up for pre-sale over on Amazon. Paperback and the ebook are available for pre-sale, along with their actual release date will be February 12th. So you can purchase them now, and then they'll be able to be downloaded on the 12th of February. And we're going to be doing a release party on February 16th. So if you guys are interested, you can join me there. Like I was thinking we could do multiple indies, and they could share like their works in progress as well. So it's not just all about me. So yeah, and Also on February 12th, my website is going to be launched. That's the website I'm working on these blogs. So yeah, so that'll be lots of fun. I think that's it. Did I forget anything?
I don't know of anything. I'm over here yawning. What do I know? All right. Tamara.
Let's see. So I haven't released any videos, but I'm actually going to be doing that because I really want to. And I have some ideas that I want to play with. So look out for that. Wiped Out should hopefully be finished by Monday. And I'll be formatting it and then sending it out to the newsletter within the next 2 weeks. And Murder to Spare should be happening within the next month and a half or so. So sign up for my newsletter and I'll keep you updated.
All right. Awesome. The newsletter is down below, so go sign up there. Do it. And go subscribe to her YouTube channel. And everybody here has links down below, so make sure you go to those. Once again, this is my channel. I have all my links down below. A couple announcements. Number one is my YouTubers list is real short this week. So if you know anybody who has less than 100 subs and or has been on YouTube doing videos for less than 3 months and has not been on any of my other ones, shoot me a message letting me know. If you don't know for sure, shoot me a message. I'll double check. I've covered a lot already. So it might... I'm just having trouble finding people. I'm not sure if it's the algorithm or if it's actually just that fewer people are actually making channels right now. So there's that. And then tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. it is still up in the air if Alina's having her stream or not. If she is, I'll be there over on her channel. Her links are down below as well because then you can find her channel for her stream. That would be 9 a.m. Central Time. And then Sunday I have a regular video. And next Wednesday will be my YouTubers video again. So I think that does it. Does anyone have anything they need to add before we go?
Dana, where are you going to be doing your thing on the 16th? Is that going to be on Facebook or YouTube or what you do?
We're gonna do it on YouTube. So we'll do the Google Hangouts like we are now, and then we'll live stream onto YouTube, and then I figure I'm going to do a giveaway. So I'm going to give away candles, bookmarks, all that fun stuff. And then the big one is going to be like a paperback copy along with the candle and the bookmarks and all that stuff. And then I thought if I can get enough indies to join me, then everybody can do like a little reading of their work in progress in between giving away all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I'd be interested. So mark me down.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome.
If our time zones will work out.
How far? I know how it's like what, 3 hours ahead?
Where are you?
Arizona.
Yeah, it's 3 hours.
Okay. So I think we're planning on doing it like Saturday afternoon. So once I get it all figured out, I will definitely let you know the details and we'll make it work.
My calendar doesn't go that far yet.
I want to check that out.
Awesome. I'm excited.
All right. Okay, so don't forget to go and subscribe to Dana's channel so you don't miss that, because there will be people there who you've seen in all kinds of places. And so even if you aren't already subscribed to Dana's channel, you'll see faces you already know.
That's right.
So, all right. We will see you guys all next week. Go to all the links down below. Make sure you hit like and subscribe like you're supposed to, because like them's the rules. So see you guys all later. Have a wonderful week and good writing. Bye.